Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where today we have a brand new trailer for WWE 2K22 with this new trailer focused entirely on MyGM. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let the trailer play through, then I'll check back in at the end and I'll give you a full breakdown as there's quite a lot of hidden content within the menus.
Now you can become a WWE General Manager and compete against rival GMs to build the biggest brand in WWE. Choose wisely between Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, and more. Or even create your own custom GM. But if you want to go down in the WWE history books, choose me. Then make your selections. Keep track of your budget through the multiple draft rounds, add free agents to your roster, and create your mix of good guys or bad for more ways to boost your ratings. Become the top-rated show by setting up intense rivalries. Interfere in a match. Schedule championship matchups and set up premium live events. Now let's see if you've got what it takes.
So that's the new trailer for MyGM in WWE 2K22. What we're going to do now, we're going to break it down in full and we'll point out all the secrets that it contains. The trailer starts out with this new shot of the current Raw arena as we see Rey Mysterio's entrance begin to play, with this then leading to yet another new angle of Mysterio as we see him pointing to the crowd. From there, we jump straight to our first reveal as here we get our first look at SmackDown General Manager Adam Pearce. The trailer then cuts to a new shot of the crowd in the SmackDown arena, with the crowd here containing a lot of the same shirts that was seen in previous gameplay. As we move on to the next shot, one thing that is new is the reveal of Sonya Deville, as here we get a great look at Sonya's new model, who alongside Adam Pearce is one of several GMs that are available for selection. Also available is Stephanie McMahon, who we hear narrating the trailer with this shot of Stephanie's entrance, giving us a look at one of her models, with this one based off the attire that she wore when she managed Triple H at WrestleMania 30. Following some real world footage, we cut to some new gameplay as we see Drew McIntyre perform an overhead suplex on Cesaro with the updated referee shown in the background. We then cut to Seth Rollins' entrance and a similar shot to one that was featured recently. However, one difference here is that you can actually see Seth's opponent, as The Rock can be seen waiting at ringside. Our next shot gives another look at Roman Reigns, who we see raising his arms on the turnbuckle, before we then switch to MyGM footage and the reveal of 4 playable GMs: Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. Also listed are what appears to be unique skills or bonuses, as we see Adam Pearce features an Instigator bonus, Sonya has a Superstars GM, Shane has Coast to Coast, and Stephanie has the McMahon presence. The trailer then goes on to reveal the option of a 5th GM, as players can also opt to choose a custom superstar. As part of this reveal, we get a quick glimpse of the creation suite and some of the available tops for the men, before we then switch to the female side, which shows off some of the available options for eyebrows. Cutting to gameplay, we get a quick look at the created male character at ringside, with this likely being footage of the spectate option, as it was announced previously that players would be able to appear at ringside and get involved in the action when choosing to spectate. As the trailer rolls on, we get another shot of Stephanie at ringside, where we see her performing a taunt, with this shot giving us a full look at her attire, which appears to be the same one featured in recent games. Switching back to the menus, we get another look at the draft menu, with this shot revealing a bunch of new additions, including the confirmation of NXT UK's Trent Seven, who made his debut in 2K20, as well as the new addition of NXT star Dexter Lumis. From here, we briefly cut to gameplay as we see Roman Reigns take down Cesaro with a side slam, before we then head back to the main draft screen. From here we get a look at the list of free agents that are available to sign, with this list including confirmation of Marcel Barthel, which would appear to hint at the inclusion of NXT faction Imperium. Alongside Marcel, we also have the addition of several custom superstars, as we see cruiserweights Jake Zandu and Brute Force, fighters Nicholas Mann and Nova Northern Light, as well as bruiser Maya T. Kirk and specialist Chester. It's unknown if these characters will be part of the mode to help pad it out with some enhancement talent, or if these are simply custom superstars that have been included for demonstration purposes. As the trailer moves on, we see Carmella selected from the list, with this screen giving us a breakdown of her stats, along with the option to sign her for 5 weeks at $72,000. Switching to gameplay, we get another look at Stephanie McMahon, who despite being in the same attire appears to feature a different hairstyle, as previous shots showed Stephanie with her hair up, therefore perhaps this is part of her in-ring attire. From Stephanie, we transition to Edge, with this footage providing a great glimpse at the detail in his face, as they truly have captured his likeness down to a T. In this next shot, we briefly see Stephanie McMahon at ringside, before the camera then pulls back to feature Seth holding a chair, with this shot appearing to suggest that the chair was passed into the ring by Stephanie, which is one of the options that is generally seen for managers. Staying with Seth, here we see him in action against Edge, as the Rated R superstar takes him out with the execution. In this next shot, we get what looks to be a breakdown of Week 1's Smackdown show, with the breakdown going over the quality of the show, any bonuses applied, and changes to the fans. We then get a shot of a match card for WrestleMania, which confirms that the WrestleMania card features more slots for matches and promos, as weekly shows such as Raw and SmackDown feature 3 matches and 2 promos, whilst Mania is expanded to feature 5 matches and 4 promos. This screen also notes that the rivalry between Rhea and Sasha is complete, therefore notifications like this will help players know when to end a rivalry to avoid booking the same matches and scoring lower ratings. Moving on to the next clip, here we see Adam Pearce in action, as we see him throw Shinsuke to the outside, before we then cut to Stephanie, who also gets involved, as she can be seen throwing Ziggler towards the barricade. This next shot confirms that only WrestleMania will feature an expanded card, as this match card for the TLC pay-per-view still only contains 4 matches. Meanwhile, back at ringside we get another shot of Stephanie taunting the crowd as Bianca takes on Alexa in the ring, with the camera here zooming out to show off the full arena, before we then switch to the footage of Rhea performing a frog splash from the previous trailer. However, rather than seeing the full move complete, the trailer then cuts to a new shot, with this clip showing Montez Ford performing the move on AJ Styles. Going back to Rey Mysterio, here we see him setting up for 619, which a later clip confirms this to be new footage, as we see him perform it against Edge. We then switch over to footage of John Cena performing a spin-out powerbomb as he gets ready to set up for the 5-knuckle shuffle. From there, we then switch back to Seth and Edge, where we see Seth setting up for the pedigree, only for the camera to cut to Drew, who we see performing what looks to be an Irish Curse backbreaker on Big E, with the created GM also seen here in the background. As the trailer closes out, we see Stephanie looking on as Seth takes out Dolph Ziggler with a high knee, before the camera then switches to a different view of Stephanie cheering him on, and we end with another shot of her entrance as the MyGM logo pops in. So that's a full breakdown of the new trailer for MyGM. There were a few Easter eggs in there that we were able to pick up on, along with some new confirmations for Dexter Lumis and Marcel Barthel, with Barthel's appearance likely confirming the presence of fellow Imperium members Walter and Fabian Aichner. So let me know what you make of the new trailer, as well as anything that you picked up on that I might have missed, and if you want more on MyGM, make sure that you subscribe to the channel with your notifications turned on, as I've got a lot more to come. Until then though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.